The summer sun scorched the fields of Anandgaon. Cracks ran like spider webs across the earth, and the green fields turned pale brown. The villagers wiped their foreheads as they looked helplessly at their drying crops. Raju, barefoot, walked carefully over the parched land. His small feet felt the heat of the cracked soil. He stared at the once lush fields now wilting under the cruel sun. In the village square, a group of elders gathered under the banyan tree. Their faces were grim. "The old village well is running dry," one said. Their voices held the weight of worry. Raju passed by, overhearing them. He heard an old man say, "If this continues, we'll have no water left. The well has never been this empty before." At home, his mother handed him a small pot of water. "We have to save every drop, Raju," she said softly, her voice filled with concern. Raju nodded, feeling the seriousness settle in his heart. That night, Raju tossed and turned on his straw mat. Thoughts of the empty well haunted him. How would they survive without water? The next morning, the villagers gathered near the old well. It was heartbreakingly empty. Only a thin shimmer of water lay deep at the bottom. Master Gopal, the wise old teacher, sat by the well, telling the children tales of how the well had saved Anandgaon during old droughts. But now, it seemed helpless. Raju and his friends peered into the well. They saw their tiny reflections ripple in the little water left. The sight filled them with sadness. Raju clenched his fists. "Why can't we do something? Maybe we can clean it, make it work again," he said. His friends looked at him in surprise. The villagers laughed gently. "A child's idea during such harsh times?" someone said, shaking their head. But Amma placed a hand on Raju's head. "Sometimes hope begins with small hands," she said, standing beside her son. Master Gopal smiled and said, "Let Raju try. Let's see what happens if the village helps him." The next morning, Raju gathered his friends, Amit, Leela, and Priya. They carried brooms, buckets, and determined faces. They started cleaning the area around the well, picking up garbage, removing stones and dry leaves. Their laughter echoed around the village square. A few elders watched from afar, still skeptical but curious. Raju made colorful posters with messages like, "Save water, save life," and stuck them all over Anandgaon. The children knocked on doors, spreading the word. "Come join us. Let's save our well," they said cheerfully. Slowly, the villagers brought buckets, shovels, and brooms. The work became a community effort. Together, they dug around the well, removing old mud, stones, and debris. Hopes rose with every shovelful. An old farmer shared his knowledge of how their ancestors maintained the well, teaching them age-old techniques. The villagers formed teams. Some cleaned the well, others cooked food, while the children fetched water for the workers. At sunset, they sat together, singing old village songs about water, life, and hope. The air filled with warmth despite the drought. Raju, tired and sweaty, smiled. For the first time, the village felt united. They noticed small signs of moisture at the bottom of the well. It was a glimmer of hope. Excitement spread across the village. People believed the well might fill again. That night, dark clouds gathered in the sky, rumbling with promise. Raju dreamed of the well, now full of sparkling water, with children playing joyfully around it. The next day, villagers placed small pots near the well to collect every drop of seepage. Master Gopal taught the children about rainwater harvesting, drawing diagrams on the dusty ground. They built small trenches to guide rainwater into the well, working hand in hand. Elders told stories of how the well had once saved the village during famines and droughts. After days of hard work, the well showed a shimmer of fresh water. The children cheered, but Raju reminded them, "We still have to wait for the rains." Suddenly, the sky darkened. Clouds burst, and the first drops of rain fell upon the village. The villagers danced joyfully in the rain, their faces lifted to the sky. They rushed to the well, watching as the rainwater flowed into it. Everyone celebrated under the pouring rain, forgetting their worries. The well, now half filled, reflected the smiling faces of the villagers. Master Gopal patted Raju on the back. "It was your hope that brought us together," he said. Raju smiled and said, "It was all of us, not just me." The village declared a new tradition. Every year, they would clean and protect the well together. They painted the well's walls with bright messages of hope, unity, and water conservation. Raju and his friends tied colorful ribbons around the well, celebrating its return to life. Night. The well glowed under the moonlight, a shining symbol of unity. Raju wrote in his diary, "Even an empty well can fill again when hearts fill with hope." The village children created a song about water, hope, and community, singing together in joy. Master Gopal hung the song's words in the school, reminding future generations of their victory. The villagers gathered once more at the well for a final celebration, filled with songs, dances, and smiles. The story ended with a close-up of the well, now full of clear water, reflecting the happy faces of Raju, Amma, Master Gopal, and all the villagers, a perfect mirror of unity and hope.